Once upon a time, in a bustling village surrounded by green fields, lived a young potter named Ayan. Ayan was skilled at his craft, shaping the finest clay pots in the region. Yet, no matter how beautiful his work was, he never felt satisfied. Every time he sold a pot, he would glance at the blacksmith's forge, where iron glowed like fire, and people admired the blacksmith's strength. If only I were as strong and important as the blacksmith, Ayan thought, then I would be happy. Little did he know, his perspective was about to change forever. One evening, Ayan visited the blacksmith and said, "You must be the happiest man in the village. Everyone respects your strength and craftsmanship. I wish I were like you." The blacksmith chuckled and wiped the sweat off his forehead. "Respect? Maybe. But do you know how hard this job is?" he said. "The heat burns my hands daily, and my body aches from hammering metal. If I could choose, I'd rather be the wealthy merchant. He sits comfortably and never works under fire." Ayan was shocked. The man he admired wanted to be someone else? Curious, Ayan hurried to meet the merchant. The merchant sat outside his grand shop, counting gold coins. "Sir, you must be the happiest man in the village. You have wealth, luxury, and never work under the sun. I wish I were you." The merchant sighed and leaned back. "Wealth? Yes, I have it. But do you know how exhausting it is? I never trust anyone because people only see my gold. I live in fear of thieves, and no one befriends me for who I am." The merchant looked toward the royal palace and whispered, "If only I were the king. Then I would finally be happy." Ayan couldn't believe it. Determined, Ayan set off for the grand palace to meet the king himself. After hours of waiting, he finally stood before the king and asked, "Your Majesty, you have everything: power, wealth, respect. Surely you must be the happiest person in the land." The king gave a sad smile. "People bow to me, but I am never alone. Every decision I make is judged, and I carry the burden of an entire kingdom. I have wealth, but no freedom. I have power, but no peace." Ayan's heart sank. "Then, who is truly happy?" he asked. The king pointed to a young boy playing with a wooden wheel in the palace garden. "Perhaps you should ask him," the king said. Ayan approached the smiling boy, who was barefoot and laughing freely as he spun his wooden wheel. "Boy, aren't you worried about life? You have no riches, no power, no title. How can you be happy?" The boy paused and looked at Ayan with innocent eyes. "Why would I be unhappy?" the boy replied. "I have my game, the warm sun, my family waiting at home, and the sky above me. What more do I need?" At that moment, everything became clear. Ayan had spent his life chasing what others had, but even they were not satisfied. The boy, who had the least, was the happiest of them all. Moral lesson. Ayan returned to his workshop, seeing his clay pots differently. For the first time, he appreciated the smoothness of the clay, the warmth of the kiln, and the satisfaction of shaping something with his own hands. He had compared himself to others for so long that he forgot to appreciate what he had. This story teaches us a valuable lesson. Happiness is not in power, wealth, or status. It is in appreciating what you already have. Comparing yourself to others will only steal your joy. True happiness comes from living in the moment, not chasing what others have. Have you ever compared yourself to someone else and felt unhappy? Comment below what makes you unique and why you're grateful for it. Like this video if this story changed your perspective. Subscribe for more wisdom-filled stories that can change the way you see life. Tag a friend who needs to hear this today.